What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of SSX-1, and welcome back to the channel. This one here is Season 34, War Number 2, SSX-1 against X5E. This one here ends up being one of my easiest wars. I only have 3 fights. Initially, we were assigning me some Nick Fury fights, and then once kind of everyone had joined, there was kind of a slight mix-up as my Nick Fury is on defense. So because of that, we had to throw an audible out, and I brought in Mole Man, and yeah, we had to go through the fight this way instead. So yeah, for me, this one here is a nice, easy 3-fight war. Obviously, a lot can still go wrong. We're up against X5E, 3 realms, who are very strong. Put up a good showing. And I'm not actually on lane number 9 to start, which is a nice change for once. So with this one here, Arcus, I've taken him plenty of times. Doom for me is the safest safest option. I think I was assigned Colossus initially, but elected to throw an audible with permission, of course. And this one here, the idea was to get to a Doom cycle, throw 1 SP1 to get rid of his power gain. And just to show really how safe this fight is, I accidentally threw an SP2 instead of the SP1 and still was able to get the fight down basically without any effort. So even taking shots to the face, which I didn't really care about because I was only used basically Reed, Doom, and Mole Man for 1 fight each. So I didn't necessarily care about chip damage or block damage, but as you can see there, the fight went down really, really easy. And before you know it, we're already 33% down my fights. And yeah, I could have probably talked a little bit more about that fight, but didn't. So anyway, in this case here, we got the Overseer. Mole Man makes him very easy as long as I keep the true accuracy up. So if he throws a special, I'm not worried about being auto-blocked. I did throw on a 150 and an 8%. Not a typical Mole Man fight for me in the sense that usually I would throw a 200 and a 12 against Null or some of the other ones, but I actually wasn't even going to throw the boost on in the first place just because I knew this was just a really, really kind of easy fight. Very straightforward. So anyway, you do what you can. Tier 1 war, regardless of where we were at this point in the war. I think we were actually down like 9 deaths at this point, and it was kind of very discouraging early on. I don't know what ended up happening. I'd have to kind of get some more information on it, but anyway, at this point, so 2 heavies, throw them into a frenzy, throw the SP2, get massive amounts of bleeds up. It's going to throw a special, obviously get out of the way or block. And again, because I still have the true accuracy up, I'm not worried about him throwing that. So even if I reverse back and he constantly gets regens, yeah, I'm just not worried. I'm going to push to another SP2, throw it, get the additional. Actually, didn't really put any more bleeds on, which was kind of weird there. But and even without frenzy up, again, it was just. I think I was kind of toying and having fun at this point. I was kind of curious if the shock would actually do any damage, but at no point was I ever scared that I was going to be in trouble here. So again, was it the cleanest, absolute perfect fight where I was just chaining SP2s back to back to back? No, but I did finish with 96% health and a solo, and that's all that matters with that one. So with this final one here, I've got Sorcerer Supreme with a Reed fight. Obviously, he's got the Defiance, where he doesn't trigger buffs. So because he doesn't trigger buffs, Sorcerer Supreme's not going to get any Mystic Dispersion if she has any. Throw on my 3 kind of pre-fights, debuffs, which will allow me to basically just take control of this fight from a really, really early point on. So strategy here is basically parry heavy to ensure my debuffs are constantly regenerating or replenishing or restarting, I should say. Wow, I'm struggling with the talking today. Sorry about that. I had a long day. Throw the SP2 to pile on more. At this point, I noticed they still had a little bit of willpower on, so there is doing some damage there. And again, at this point, I was in no fear of actually dying. As you can see with the 2 petrifies there, she's no longer basically gaining any power. I could have probably chained a bunch of SP1s to really end it, but I elected to go with an SP2 just because I wanted to get the extra debuffs on in case someone needed it for a pre-fight somewhere else. So As you can see, very heavy for the win. Super, super easy. And just like that, my war came to an end. Our battle group ended up, again, throwing out a pretty solid performance with 2 deaths. They hadn't finished at that point. I think maybe they finished with 4 deaths. But anyway, we ended up taking the battle group challenge against them, which was nice. The only unfortunate thing is that the war at this point was a little bit beyond our reach. So we ended up losing this war, unfortunately. Obviously taking a big hit, minus 37 in the ratings. But we ended up losing this one. I believe it was 12-10. Yeah, there it is, 12-10. So it was, I want to say 3-12 at one point. So we were really, really out of it. And then I don't know what ended up happening with them at the end, but they must have just not boosted as hard or any. Well, in any case, we ended up losing. So, yeah, short, quick, short and sweet war for this one. So what goes with that is a short and sweet video. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully we have some more exciting fights. The only thing that was kind of fun about this one were 2 lanes that I don't usually take with different champs that I don't No, that's not true. I use Mole Man all the time. And I use Doom all the time. So anyways, it is what it is. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.